Welcome back to RGSecurityTeam. For a few days now, many of you have been commenting on my Instagram and Facebook pages about how I customized my Linux system like this. Basically, I used to use the GNOME environment with candy icons and the OhMyZsh shell on my Linux system. Today I will show you how to fully install it and also show you how I added such a banner to the terminal. So let's get started without further delay. So, as you can see, I have installed the completely default Kali Linux, and this is the default theme of Kali Linux. First, we need to update and upgrade our system once. It will take some time to upgrade it for the first time. I had upgraded it in advance to save time. Now, first we will install GNOME environment. For this, enter the command sudo apt install Kali desktop GNOME and install it. Now here we have to select our display manager. Here GDM3 means GNOME environment and LightDM means XFCE environment. Since we are installing on GNOME, we are selecting GDM3. Once the installation is complete, restart your system. So you can see that our system has booted using the GNOME environment. Now log in with your user password. Before logging in, be sure to click on this settings icon and check that it is selected in GNOME. See, our system is now running using the GNOME environment. The first step is complete. Now we will install the candy icon. To do this, open the terminal and enter the commands I am using in your terminal. I will provide you with a list of all the commands in the description box. From there you will copy the commands one by one and paste them into your terminal. Our candy icon has been installed. Now, to set the candy icon, go to the menu, open the tweak settings, go to appearance, and click on the icon to set the candy icon. Then you will see that the candy icon has been set. We have completed our second step. Now we will download and install all the wallpapers of Kali Linux because by default, not all the wallpapers are downloaded here. You can see there are only a few wallpapers here. Enter this command to download all the wallpapers. Now you can see that many wallpapers have been downloaded here. Now set any wallpaper you like. So I'm setting a wallpaper of my choice. And with that, we have completed the third step. Now we will install the OhMyZsh shell. To do this, open a browser and go to this link. Here are all the commands to install the OhMyZsh shell. It can only be used in the Zsh shell. If you don't know which shell you are using, you can check which shell you are using with this first command. Since I am using Kali Linux system and the Zsh shell is installed by default here, and if you have any other Linux system, then use this second command to install the Zsh shell. To set Zsh as the default shell, copy and paste this command. Then copy and paste this command into the terminal to install the OhMyZsh shell. Now it asks you want to overwrite the default zsh config file with the OhMyZsh template. So here I type Y. As you can see, the OhMyZsh shell is installed here. Now we need to install power level 10K. For that, copy and paste this command in the terminal. Now copy the next command and enter it in the terminal. Then the .zsharc file will open in the Nano editor. Now we need to change the ZSH theme. To do this, copy the next line from the GitHub page again and comment out this ZSH theme line in the terminal and paste the one you copied from GitHub here. And save and close the file. Now we need to install the Powerline font. The command for this is also given here. Copy the command from here and paste it in the terminal. And copy the next commands one by one and enter them in the terminal as I am showing on the screen. Now that all our required packages have been installed, we need to configure P10K. Here is a command to configure, but it doesn't work now. Another way to configure it is to completely close your terminal and reopen it. As you can see, when I opened the terminal, the power level 10K configuration menu came up. Now we need to configure it. Now it says, Is there a diamond icon here? If it is visible on your system, then type Y, and if not, then type N. In my case, you can see I am seeing a diamond icon, so I typed Y. Now it's saying, do you see a lock icon here? So yes, I see a lock icon here, so I'm typing Y here too. Now it's saying, do you see the arrow pointing up? So I'm typing Y here. Now it's saying, what number is the down arrow pointing to here? In my case, it's pointing to the number 1. So I'm typing 1 here. Now it's saying, do all the icons fit within the cross, or are the icons overlapping the cross? So in my case, it's the icons overlapping, so I'm typing Y here. Now it's asking, what kind of prompt style do you want? So here I like the rainbow style. So I'm selecting rainbow. For that I'm typing 3. Now it's asking what type of character set you want to use. I want to use Unicorn here. So I'm typing 1. Now it is asking, do you want to see the current time in the terminal? So I don't want it to see the time, so I am typing N. Now it's asking, how do you want the prompt separators to be? I want it to be angled, so I'm typing 1 here. Now it's asking, what you want the prompt head to be? I want it to be blurred, so I'm typing 2, and I want to keep the tiles and blurred here. Here I am also typing 2. Now it says, what do you want the prompt height to be? I'll keep it 2 lines, so I'm typing 2. Now it's asking, how do you want to keep the prompt connection? I'm going to keep it disconnected, so I'm typing 1. Now it's asking, how do you want the prompt frame to be? I want it to be full, so I'm typing 4 here. Now it's saying, what do you want the frame color to be? I'll keep it the lightest, so I'm typing 1. Now it's asking, how do you want the prompt spacing to be? I'm going to keep it sparse, so I'm typing 2. Now it's saying, how do you want to put the icons? So I want to put many icons here, so I'm typing 2. Now it's saying, how do you want the flow of the prompt to be? So I'm going to keep it number 1. Now it's saying, do you want to enable the prompt transient? So I'm typing Y here. Now set the prompt instant mode to verbose. Type Y for this. Now it says, whatever you configured will be applied in the .zsh file. So type Y here to apply all the changes. Now our power level 10K is completely configured. Now close this terminal and open a new terminal. Then you will see that our ZST theme has been added to the terminal. And with that, our 4th step is complete. Now we will create the terminal banner. First, we need to create an ascii art text for our banner. For this, open your browser and open this link. I will give you the link in the description box. Now enter the text you want to put in the banner here. For example, I am giving RGS here. Then click on the Test All button. Then you will see that your text will appear here in many styles. You can choose any one you like and copy it. I like this text, so I am copying it. Now create a bash script file. To edit the banner, I am creating a file on my desktop called banner.sh. Now open it with any editor. I am opening it with VS Code. Now paste the copied banner here, and leave some space at the beginning, because we will add a border like this around the banner. Basically, I created the border with the thin lines inside this text, so you can also create the border the way I show in the video. Here, take care of the corners so that they are the right size. Don't skip the video and keep watching carefully. You can also do it very easily. See, our banner looks great now. Now add echo Bixby to each line of the banner and put the banner in double quotes, because we will add the banner in the .zshrc file. And .zshrc is a bash script file, so we have to add echo. Otherwise it will show error. Now if I run this script in terminal, then see it is printing, but it is showing white color. Now I need to color it a little. For this I had prepared some color code in advance. Look, I have prepared some of these color codes. Now we need to add these colors to this banner to make it look a little more attractive. Now copy the color code of the color you want to use and paste it in the part of the banner where you want to give it. For example, here I want the border of my banner to be green, so I am giving the green color code at the beginning of the border. And now if I run the script, you can see that my banner is completely green, because here we used only green color in the beginning and did not use any other color. Now I want to make the bold text of my banner red, so here I am giving the code for the red color. One more thing you need to pay attention to. Look carefully. We gave the green color to the border at the beginning of the banner, and from where the text of the banner is, we gave the red color, so the green color will remain till now, and from now on the red color will start. Now I want to make the thin line behind the bold text cyan color, so I am pasting the code for cyan color here. Now if we look at the output in the terminal, you can see that the color is being added in the same way as we are adding the color. Now I will add red color code for bold text and cyan color for thin line in the same way. And remember, we are giving green color to border, so we have to add green color to border, otherwise it will show wrong color in our output. I am making the video of adding color a little faster. You can pause the video if you feel any problem. And if you see any error, please send a message to our Facebook page with a screenshot. You can see that we've finished adding color to our banner. Now if I run the script, you can see that the banner looks great. I'm increasing the space of the banner a little. I think it's a little closer. And when you create the banner, be sure to check the output again and again. See, now our banner looks pretty good. Now we need to add the code of this banner to the .zshrc file. For that, copy the code of the banner part and paste it into the .zshrc file. Open the .zshrc file from the terminal in the Nano editor and paste the copied code at the end of it. So whenever we open the terminal, this banner will show up. Now I'm going to close this terminal and open a new terminal and see our banner is showing up here. Here the above warning is showing because of using power level 10K. To fix it, copy this parameter and again open the zshrc file with Nano editor and paste the parameter at the last line. Save the file and close it. Then we will not see this warning again. Now there is one thing left to do. When we open a new terminal, the terminal is opening in a small size. To customize its size, click on the three-dot icon here and go to Preferences, then go to Unnamed, and from here adjust the commons, rows and font size of the terminal as per your requirement. Here you will change the value of columns and raw once and open a new terminal. Then you will understand what the default size of your terminal is. I like this size, so I am selecting it. Hopefully you can improve the style of your terminal more than me. That's all. Please like the video and subscribe us. See you in the next video. Thank you.